Hello! How are you guys doing? All right. I know he was like, why are they sitting so far back? Hello, so they can see my boobs. You're welcome. Very excited to be here. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah? All right. ¿Qué pasó, lesbianas? Huh? Yeah, we got a lot of ladies. Cool. Very excited to be here tonight. I do want to share something very special with you guys. Something very special just happened this past year. I made love to a woman for the very first time.
Wow.
Thank you. That's a big deal. That's a fucking big deal. Because I'm gay identified and I don't fuck with anybody else other than men. So that was like a big step for me. So, and it was cool. I mean, yeah, it was alright. But what threw me is she wanted me to talk dirty to her through, while we're having sex, while we're having intercourse. So I was like, you like that? You like that? Where do you want me to stick this penis, huh? Where do you want me to stick this penis? And then finally I was like, no, seriously, where do you want me to stick this penis? Because you get a little dance after every check. Oh, goodness gracious me. So, I do love doing gay shows. I really do love, as soon as I saw a chance to do a gay comedy show, I was like, hell yeah. It's such a double standard, being a queer comedian, doing comedy out there. I did a show with one of my straight comedian friends on a stage just like this, and he went on stage and he was like, hey, you guys, sometimes when I drink, I like to lick a little butthole. Right? The crowd ended up like, oh, that guy, he's something else. He's pretty funny. Huge double standard. Now, like, if I would have come on stage, and I was like, hey, you guys, sometimes when I drink, I like to lick a little butthole. No one's shocked. No one's surprised. As a matter of fact, if I come on stage, I'm like, hey, you guys, sometimes when I drink, I like to lick a little butthole. People are just like, oh, sounds like somebody has a drinking problem. So, I was dating, I've been dating a lot this year. Some of you guys might know this, but did you know that if you have an STD, and if you don't tell your partner, you can go to jail for not disclosing your status? Did you guys know that?
Yes.
So yeah, I was hanging out with this guy, and we're like hooking up. We're about to hook up, and then we're at the bar, and he just flat out told me, he was like, there's something you should know. I have herpes. And I was like, thanks for telling me. I appreciate that. Let's go. So it didn't bother me. I was like, cool. Thank you for telling me. So the next day, when laying in bed and after doing our deal, he rolls over and he was like, hey, you know what? I'm just kidding. I don't have herpes. And I was like, oh, well, you do now. And that's the way the judge saw it too. He was like, sounds like somebody was asking for this. You guys are fun. You guys are fun. So, I do live in the Bay Area. I live in Oakland, work out in San Francisco, born there, raised in the area. And I don't know what it's like to live down here in the gay community down here in Southern California, Ventura, LA, anywhere else down here. But in San Francisco, this was in the papers. They were targeting gays in the Castro. Robbers were targeting gays in the Castro. So what they were doing is they were picking up on these gay guys, and they were getting them drunk. And when they weren't looking, they would slip a roofie into their cocktail. So when they went home, they thought they would hook up. They'd wait for them to pass out, and they would take all their shit. Yeah. So that almost happened to me. This past year, I was hanging out with this guy. Everything was going good. And I caught him putting a roofie into my drink. Yeah, but that's not what scared him off. What scared him off was when I reached into my pocket and I pulled out a roofie and I put it into my drink too. So I was like, no, I'm just saying, I know me. It takes me a lot to feel something. You got any elephant tranquilizer in there? Big girl. So I've been doing comedy for about 10 years now, and most people know me as the gay Native American stand-up comedian. Thank you very much. And basically all that means is I suck dick like this. Thank you. You know, it really is hard being a Native American comedian, period. I did a show for one of my white comedian friends, and he got mad at me because I only brought like 2 people to the show, and he pulled me aside and he was like, dude, what's up? You only brought like 2 people to the show, what's up with that? I was like, hey man, if you guys hadn't killed off half of my guest list, I probably would have brought more people. I'm fucked up, you guys. I'm really fucked up. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. So, you know, I do talk about my Native issues in my acts. A couple years ago at the University of California, Berkeley, this made news. Maybe some of you guys heard of it. The Republican College Club of Cal, they put on this racist bake sale. You guys heard about that? Basically what they did, they sold cupcakes based on the color of your skin to protest how unfair affirmative action is to white people, because they felt like white people pay the most for admission. So if you were white, you paid the most for a cupcake, which was $2. If you were Asian, you paid $1.50. If you were Mexican, you paid $1. If you're a woman, you paid 75 cents. I know. So I was actually walking through the Cal campus when they were doing that, and I walked right up to them. I said, you know what? I would just like to say how offended I am, and speaking as a Native American. And they're like, whoa, you're Native American, you get cupcakes for free. Well, then I was like, well, then Thank you. Oh my God, I'm starting to feel like him. I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable, you guys. Starting to feel a little uncomfortable. It's okay. So, yeah, things are going good. Can't really complain, I think about death a lot lately. I think about death. And I don't have a problem with dying, because I know we're all supposed to die at some time. Your time is your time. That's when you're supposed to leave this earth. So, but what bothers me is how I'm gonna die. Like how I'm gonna be found, like when people find me. This is like my greatest fear. This is how I'm worried people are gonna find me when I die. I'm gonna be laying on the floor like this. And the cops are gonna walk in. Well, look here, looks like we have a 6'4", seems to be a gay Native American. And the other officer's gonna be like, well, how do you know he's a gay Native American? Well, you can tell he's a gay Native American because he has a tattoo on his back that says, dances with men. And so the officer's gonna be like, as we approach the scene of the crime, the 6'4" gay Native American is not the dead one. No, he's not the dead one. There's actually a small Asian guy buried right beneath him. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, let me end up taking my mac on. That is going to be it for me, you guys. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much. I know, I'm gonna leave like really awkwardly. Because I know you've been the whole night. You have a back problem? Oh, that's fine. I know how to fix that. Okay, right now I'm gonna put my left. Okay, you guys have been phenomenal. Thank you guys. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. See you guys next time.